r/AskReddit. What's an insult that sounds like a compliment? My grandma used to tell us that if you ever met an ugly baby you should said wow that is some baby. Here's a picture of my baby. Isn't he cute? Oh. Would you look at him? You look healthy where I'm from. The nice way of saying someone has gotten fat. Ha, I got you're looking strong from a middle-aged woman. You know what that means. Edit. It means you look healthy, robust, like the wind won't knock you over, eating well. In other words, chunkier than I last saw you. If you've lost weight they'll ask if you're eating properly. Bro, that phrase is so commonly used I never really thought about it that way. Mind blown. LOL. Keep trying. One day you'll make it to the top of the bell curve. Another similar one. Don't worry, my opinion of you hasn't dropped a bit. I love what you're trying to do with your hair. My grandma always says people are good and kind when they get on her nerves. They think she's a sweet old lady, when she's really saying they're good for nothing and kinda stupid. I got it engraved on a mug for her. This thread has taught me that grandmas talk a lot of shit. This is too good. Your sister is beautiful and you are smart. I don't care what everybody else says. I think you're pretty cool. Used to have this regular come in and they'd often say I don't care what the bathroom wall says about you. You're alright. To my friend, you have cooler friends than I do. I always tell my girlfriend I have better taste than her because I am dating her while she's dating me. What a chump. Your dong is so cute. Had a girl say you weren't lying about how big your dong is. I had said perfectly average. Friends and I do this thing where you add the word actually to an otherwise normal compliment in order to make it backhanded. E.g., hey you're actually pretty smart. At least you tried your best. This one is fine if you're telling it to a kid, but much more condescending to an adult. Bro, my grandma would love that outfit. I would actually enjoy being told this. With all due respect, when it's clear none is due. With all due respect, sir, you're a worthless ducking piece of shit and your dad should have ducked your mom in the ass the night you were conceived. With all due respect. You're so confident. This has got to be a kick to the nuts. Said in the right tone that must suck. Cause you know homeboy built up quite some courage to rock those assless chaps and now Aunt Karen just dropped that bomb on you at the family Christmas party. Or, I hope you have the day you deserve. Good for you. Shit, I say this to everyone. Good for you. You've got a face for radio. And a voice for print. You're pretty for a big girl. Classic chubby girl insult, but you have such a pretty face. One of the guys I was dating told me you share your emotions and feelings quite often. I took it as I probably talk too much about things and shouldn't, but he told me that no, it's a good thing and it helps. Still made me think twice the next time I wanted to share things. Go to preface it with oh I love that. I once called an Uber for my brother and I called the driver to tell him where to pick him up. We live in South Africa and the driver was white, so when my brother gets home he told me the driver asked if he was adopted. It turns out the driver who was white thought that I was white based on my voice, so that meant my brother had to be adopted. It was funny NGL. That's nice. Dear. Bro, you're so brave, or I wish I had your confidence, said completely deadpan. Add an exclamation point and the vibe can be changed. In the words of the late Reverend Spooner, you are a shining wit. It's the most British insult I know. For the uninitiated, a spoonerism is where you swap the starting sounds of two words. So shining wit becomes Cupid stunt. If you are in the South, bless your heart. Not always. If you've had a terrible day and tell them why, they sometimes say that and not in a demeaning way. And I'm thinking you weren't burdened with an overabundance of schooling. Malcolm Reynolds. My days of not taking you seriously are certainly coming to a middle. The captain is a legend in this realm. Out of all the people I've met, you are definitely one of them. May your life be as interesting as the repost you did. Edit. Thanks for the awards. My life is complete now. I can die in peace. This book fills a much needed void. My favorite review of Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer read, the best movie I have ever seen on the subject. Good for you. Said with the right amount of enthusiasm has very entertaining results as you watch their face change in realization after saying thanks. You always look so comfortable. You have a unique face. I must go now. Talking with you has been mostly enjoyable. I admire you. You don't let your confidence get in the way of your shortcomings. Well, I enjoyed this conversation. It was very nice. It was like talking to the sweet old lady on the bus. Michael Scott chair model episode. My wife once said, I just love your cute little way of living with total sincerity. To an overweight person that knows she's overweight, well, looks me up and down, you're healthy. IDKY, but the comment alone irritates me. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.